Good morning, this is Wayne Bilal with a Smart Profit Maximizing Moment. Today we're going to talk about how every business can increase their sales without spending a dime on advertising, guaranteed. All right, before I get to that, let me do a better job introducing myself. My name is Wayne Bilal. I'm a local CPA in El Paso, Texas. Have my own business since 1991, working with small business owners. Actually started way back in the late 70s. So I've been doing this a long time, and like I said, specifically in the small business arena. What we basically do now is three things. We do a few other things as needed for our clients, but the three main things we do is one, we do tax returns. We're in the middle of tax season, 10 days, 11 or 12 days till the corporate deadline. So if you haven't got it to your CPA, you better at least call and make sure you got an extension in the works. All right. Second thing, tax planning. In the last 4 years alone, we've helped our clients save over $5 million. And then that last thing is coaching, where we help our business owners make more profits. And that's the name of the game. Number one thing about increasing profits is to have good sales and to increase sales. Now, like I said, first thing you need to do before you start working on increasing sales is get your profit margins where they need to be. I've covered that a lot in the past, but let's talk about what I do when I first start working with customers, with my clients, coaching them. That's when we get to the point of increasing sales. The very first thing I help them focus on is increasing sales to their current customers. Why? Because this is, without a doubt, the fastest way to grow a business, which is to increase your sales to your current customers and prospects who are already buying from you. They already know you, like you, trust you. All right. Amazingly, though, this is one area business owners ignore. Some form of outbound advertising is usually the first thing a typical business owner does when they want to increase sales. Easiest thing is some Google ads, Facebook ads, newspaper ads, radio, whatever, some flyers printed and pass them out. Yes, that kind of marketing should be part of your plan, okay? But marketing to current customers, fastest, cheapest way to increase sales. These are the people who already know and trust you. Here's some of the benefits. First, additional sales or work they need is often much more fun and profitable. Usually working with them to get better business, okay? When you concentrate on meeting your best customers' needs, you make it almost impossible for your competitors to steal them from you. And third, they are much more likely to refer their friends to you. Since people tend to be friends with people similar to them, the quality of the referral is higher. 4 areas that I work on and that you should concentrate on first, right? Convert a higher percentage of prospects into paying customers. Count how many prospects come see you, and then count how many turn into customers. Okay, when I started, I sucked at it. Probably 25 to 30% turned into long-term customers, that bought from me at all. All right, now that's closer to 90%. In fact, I turn away more than reject me because they're not a good fit for me. And even then, I work to solve their problem. I refer them to somebody who actually can help them. I lost part of my body there. These are the steps I use to improve this area. Measure your closing rate. If you don't have a baseline, how will you know if you're improving? Identify the first point of contact with the prospect. Determine what the goal of that first contact is. Is it to sell? Is it to educate? Is it to get a meeting with them? Plan accordingly. Impress upon everybody who has the first contact with a prospect that your goal is to get a customer for life, not a one-time sale. Script out that first contact in detail. Too often the first contact is with a receptionist or a salesperson who doesn't know what they're supposed to be doing and doesn't make a good impression. All right, nothing turns you off more than the advertising and marketing gets you to take the time to go into a place or go to a website or whatever, and then the service sucks. Measure your new closing rate to see improvement. If not, determine why not. Make changes to the process, measure again, and repeat. Second thing is turning current customers, The second thing is to turn first-time customers into long-term customers who come back frequently. This is important, too important to leave to chance. Get a plan in place now to wow your customers, all right, so that they never consider anyone else. Think of it as a first date, all right, I've been married a long time, but I still remember the first dates, all right, where you really kind of work to make a best impression. Give your new customer your undivided attention and really work to determine their true needs and solve their problems. Also, step back and contact your best customers and ask them what they like best about buying from you. Also, contact customers who only bought once and never returned up, or find out what you could have done differently to make them return. Give your customers an incentive to return. Frequent buyer cards, Customer discounts, special events for your best customers are the most common way to accomplish this. Educate your customers. Always educate, because educated customers buy more. But what you're educating them on is how your product or service improves their life. Remember that, an educated customer buys more. Don't let your customers believe you don't care about them. That's one of the main reasons people change where they're from. Stay in contact, emails, phone calls, all right? Remember, your customers are not walking around thinking about you every second of the day, and we're thinking about the next time they'll have the pleasure of giving you some money. In fact, they are bombarded with so many sales messages in an average day that they may have already forgotten about you. Number 3, increase your customer order size each time they purchase. Plan in advance the related products you will offer during the sales process. When McDonald's trains their employees to ask, do you want fries with that, they've perfected the upselling to the point that it's become a running joke with many people, but it worked. Every time it worked, all right? Online, Amazon implements upselling effectively by adding sections that say customers who bought this item also bought, how many times have you purchased the recommended add-ons, all right? And then if you look at something on Amazon, it's going to chase you around as long as you're online in case you didn't buy it. I'm sure, by the way, you've clicked on some of those at least. Train yourself and your staff to ask the right questions that will lead to add-on sales. Be sure they know to offer the added product as a solution to a problem the customer may not even know they have. All right. After all, you're the expert on your products and know what other products they may need. In fact, it could be argued that you have a responsibility to offer the add-on product to your customers if it will truly solve their problem. 4th, review your current customers. All right. List with an eye towards identifying customers that need something that you can offer, and a problem they have that you have a solution for. All right. Start with your largest and your best customers first. In most businesses, 80% of your sales is going to come from 20% or less of your customers. It's only obvious that you should start to sell with them first. Remember, these people have already shown both that they have a need for your product and they can spend and they can buy it. Okay, finally, 5, entice your customers to refer their friends, families, and associates. The best way to get referrals is to do such a good job solving problems in a way that is both enjoyable and convenient that people just want to brag to you about their friends. So make sure you wow them. Then simply ask for the referral, but don't just say, hey, do you know anybody else? Because nobody wants to sick a hungry salesperson on their friends. If you're selling photographs, do you know anybody else who is having a wedding, a funeral? If, like I'm doing tax planning, do you know anybody else who's thinks they're paying way too much tax? All right, that what I do for you might be of help for them. Offer an incentive for referring. A discount for both them and the new customer often helps overcome your customer's hesitance. Just look at the power of affiliate marketing. Now, I know all this seems like a lot of work, and it is, but the rewards of doing the work are huge. I have worked with numerous business owners who made improvements in these 5 areas and experienced an increase of 25% to 100% in sales without any additional cost in advertising. All right, think about that. You're sitting on a gold mine right now and you're just not harvesting it. Get going. That was sitting on a gold mine, you're not mining it, or you're sitting on a bumper crop and you're not harvesting. I need to get my whatever that is. My brain just went blank because I'm done. Hey, this was a little bit longer one and I went through it very, very fast. There's a ton of good information in this, so I'd go back and read it. I could do a course on almost every one of these 5 sections. So there's a lot of meat buried in this particular video. So hey, until next time, let's make this our most profitable year ever. Thank you very much.